once again to Kelson Education. Today we'll be talking about factors of numbers. We need to talk about factors of numbers before we talk about prime numbers and composite numbers, because we will be needing that keyword factors in order to understand those two numbers, prime and composite. So what are factors of a number? One English dictionary explains this very easily as what brings about a result. So something that brings about a result, things that you put together to get a final result. So for an example, I have a cracker here in my hands. I love this cracker a lot. It's simply good. I love it. It's sugar-free and I love it so much. So it's like saying, what are the factors of this cracker? Well, we could say some flour, salt, some other things that come together. I don't know what makes this cracker, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So what makes this biscuit? The same way when you talk about factors of a number, you're talking about what numbers can we put together to get a particular number. So let's take an example like the number 25. So what numbers can we multiply? And that's the keyword we need in this factors of number. What numbers can we multiply in order to get 25? Well, the first number we can multiply to get 25 is 1 itself. By multiplying 1 by 25, we have 25. So 1 is a factor of 25. Fair enough. What other number can we multiply by another number to get 25? 2 wouldn't work. 3. Will 3 work? No, I don't think so. 4? Not really. 5? Yes, I think 5 does work. 5 times 5 equals 25. Yes, what other number can multiply another number to get 25? I think we have our numbers, because 6 won't work out, 7 will neither. So we have our factors. We have 1, we have 5, and we have 25. So these are factors of 25. So 1, 5, and 25 are the factors of 25. Let's try another simple example to make sure we really get the factors of numbers. Let's take another number, the number 10. So we want to find out numbers when we multiply together, we will get the number 10. Okay, so we already know that we can multiply 1 by 10 and it gives us 10. And yes, we did multiply it, so 1 is a factor of 10. What else can we multiply with another number to get 10? 2. Yes, I think 2 times 5 gives us 10. So 2 is another factor of 10. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. No, wouldn't work. 4 2, 8. 4 3, 12. No. 5. Yes, we already have 5 in our numbers here, because we already have 5 times 2. So 5 is also another factor of 10. Yes. And then 10 itself is another factor of 10. So if you pay attention or look closely at the numbers we have here, we have 1 here already, repeating itself here. We have 10, we have 5, we have 2. So the numbers were moving from the lowest to the biggest, or to the largest. And here was moving from the largest to the biggest. So sometimes you don't exactly have to write all these numbers. All we have to do is to write the first one and then write what it ends in. I'll be treating this in another tutorial, so you can check that out and find out how we can make finding the factors of numbers quite easier than we see on this board. But I'm sure you do get what we are trying to figure here out, right? Well, for understanding's sake, I'll try to give another example. So let's try another example. Number 16. It's another number we can find the factors of. So let's try and find the factors of 16. As usual, we already know 1 times 16 equals 16. What else? 2. I think 2 also fits in there. So we have 2 times 8 giving us 16. What about 3? 3, 5 is 15, so it won't work out. 4 times 4 is also 16. So 4 times 4 gives us 16. Now, this is very important. Any number what we may try to figure out again wouldn't work out. Just as I said earlier, I'll be treating the tutorial on it to make us see how easy it is to figure out the other factors and make it easier. So here we can write our factors of 16 to be 1, 2, 4. Now we start from here and move to this side. So next 4 again, but we already have 4 here, so we don't have to write it twice. Then we move on with the 8 and 16. Now observe, 1 times 16 equals our 16. 2 times 8 gives us 16, and 4 times 4 gives us 16. And we have our factors of 16, and that's it. Okay, so let's try another example with number 24. As usual, 1 times 24 equals 24. So 1 is a factor of 24. 2, 2, 10, 20, 2, 11, 22, 2, 12, 24. So 2 times 12 equals 24. Now 3, I think 3, 7 is 21. So 3, 8 is 24. No, that's looked easy. What about 4? Yeah, I think 4 also works here. 4, 5 is 20, so 4 times 6 is 24. Now, if you look closely, you see that the multiple of these two numbers gives us 24, and they are very close numbers, 4 and 6. The only number between these two numbers is 5. So 4, 5, and 6. So if you can find other numbers that can divide 24, then it has to be 5. Or no whole number can multiply 5 to give us 24. So this is where our multiple will end and give us the factors of 24. Now this is how we have to find the factors of 24, writing them from up here to down here, and then from down here to up there. So the factors of 24 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, then from down here 6, 8, 12, and 24 itself. And then we are done with our factors of 24.